welcome to Bombshell Beats. I'm your host, Liv, and this is Jack. On Bombshell Beats, we're going to talk about everything music adjacent, from the business side to festivals to live experiences. Today, we have a specific topic, which is going to be camping in music festivals. All things camping, preparation, equipment, you name it. We'll talk about it today.
Yeah.
So let's just jump right in. So Jack, what is your experience like?
Right.
Music
So our first camping festival, was Bonnaroo back in 2022, and it was a lot of fun. It was not easy though. It was just like, I think we got there on Tuesday, and then
Tuesday
we stayed.
Sounds right.
Yeah, it was or Tuesday. No, we got there on Tuesday, and we stayed all the way till Sunday, and so. To be camping in a tent.
It's a long time to be outside.
It's a long time to be outside. Things get dirty. You start to get dirty, and
so dirty.
Bed you're sleeping on gets dirty. It's a lot. But it's not a vacation by any means. Mm-hmm. But it's also just an experience, and everybody around is just super nice. It's super helpful. But as far as camping, you can pack as light as you want. There's options to not even have a campground.
Some people, they just go straight in and festival on the inside.
Yep, I think all they bring is some money to buy food, and and they'll just sleep under the tree or something like that. But
dude, that's crazy.
And then you got everybody from those people all the way to people in RVs. So, but
there's no right way to do it.
There's no right or wrong way to do it.
But we're here today.
The wrong way to do it is to be disrespectful to your neighbors. But anyways, that's a different story.
We're here though today to tell you guys about how we are how our experiences can help you be a better camper.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
exactly.
Let's talk brands, shall we?
Yeah, we should. We can do that. I think that, as long as it's a reputable brand and, you've done some decent research on it, as far as tents go, then I don't think you could really go wrong. More specifically, Ozark Trail, aka Walmart brand.
I think you can go wrong with the Walmart brand.
Yeah, those things are not helpful.
Well, it's like, if you want to use a Walmart brand camping equipment, that's fine. But just know that it's going to break, bust, or not survive a storm. And that brings up another point is the weather, at least in our experience, the last 3 years, one day has been just absolutely horrible weather. It's like a lot of wind and a lot of rain, and everyone's tarps just go flying. Yep. And if you have Walmart stuff, Godspeed.
Well, it's not so much about that.
I think it is. Rips, man. Rips.
Well, yeah, absolutely the rips.
Crappy steaks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you need to have that stuff tied down. Just prepare for any kind of storm. I think every single festival we've went to, there has been a storm, and we've seen canopies get just lifted up into the air and actually fly over a few rows of cars, and I've dented and scratched other cars, so that's a liability.
True. Well, the person the person right next to us's car got scratched. That was crazy.
Yep, it was a brand new car.
Yeah.
But I would back onto the topic of brands. I know a lot of people come in and they fly into Nashville. Like, let's say they're going to Bonnaroo, they fly into a nearby airport, and they plan on going camping, so they just buy all their stuff at Walmart. I mean, if you plan on using a tent one time, that's not an issue. Go with that Walmart
exactly.
brand. But if you're looking for something where you're going to drive to and you can pack that, go ahead and get that.
I agree. I guess one drawback to buying the cheap stuff is just that it gets waterlogged.
Yeah.
Whereas better tents, I don't think get waterlogged as easily.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah. Or those canopies, when you're opening and closing them, they can be they can be hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's but I think for next year we're going to be trying. Last 3 years we've slept in tents. Just the steak and the ones with the large bendy poles. But I've keep hearing that just bringing a cot and a mattress, inflatable mattress, and just sleeping under a pop-up tent is a lot better
for the heat.
For the heat, yes. I think that what is it? Yeah, that's the other thing about the heat is that unfortunately, if you have your tent right in the open, right when the sun peaks up, and you're going to have a bad time because you're going to wake up at 7 a.m. every morning in a pool of sweat because, you're just that tent's like an oven.
Mm-hmm. And most music festivals have, like, the afters, which is the, from, like, 2 to 4 a.m., 2 to 5 a.m., 2 to 6 a.m., somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Where they're blasting music. So you're not really going to get a lot of sleep at that time.
Yeah.
So really from, like, 6 to when the sun rises is the only quiet you get without the sun. And then the second the sun rises, you're just back in it. So wearing those eye masks are really helpful. Or just tie a shirt around your eyes or something like. And earplugs. Earplugs all the time.
Yeah. I mean, for sleeping, but most importantly, just for being at the music. I mean,
facts.
You don't want to lose your hearing.
Yeah.
When you're 22, 23, 24.
It's so loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's talk food, shall we? A great topic.
It is a great topic. I've read a lot of different things. I love making food. I love cooking food. So,
true. Jack's a great cook.
Yeah. Thank you. I bought a Blackstone, a portable one specifically. Well, just to have, and so I can cook
for your birthday.
For my birthday, yeah. To make great food while we're camping and whatnot. What is it? What's the conversation again? Food. So there's a lot of different ways you can do it. You could show up there, bring just granola bars or something, and just
I do not recommend
and just eat festival food the whole week.
Sounds expensive.
If you have the money for that, absolutely. But we try to be more conscious about that. I think I did buy some steak tacos, just like the meat that was already pre-marinated, and I just cooked it up on the Blackstone, and they're the best steak tacos I've had.
Yeah. Super good.
But, that takes a lot of work to pack that. We had to buy an electric cooler, a 12-volt cooler, to keep all that cold. So it's a lot of work, but it's definitely kind of worth it in my mind because we're not spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on festival food.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking like $15 to $20 for barely any food.
Yep.
Barely any food.
Yep.
Yeah, I found that canned soup, SpaghettiOs, whatever you want. Canned options are probably the easiest if you're using a gas grill.
Yeah.
Just because you can peel off the label and stick it right on the grill.
Yeah. Without using any pots or pans.
Yeah, exactly. And then you just take a spoon and eat it out like that.
Mm-hmm.
Watermelon is another fun one.
Yeah.
Jack and I literally took a watermelon, cut it in half, and took a spoon, and we're just spooning out watermelon.
Yep.
And Jack was also in a banana costume when this was happening, so imagine Jack in a banana costume.
We'll throw up the picture.
Sitting, maybe, if I'm willing to edit that in. Just spooning out watermelon.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But you can't go wrong. Obviously, try to prep as much as you can if you don't want to spend a lot of money on festival food, but you don't have to go overboard. If you're fine with eating just granola bars all week, by all means,
it's true.
Make it easy on yourself.
It's true.
I just like cooking. I especially when I'm drinking at music festivals. I love being behind a grill. So.
Yeah, I think it's just important. Like, it's so much money.
Oh yeah,
it's so much money for every party. Like, it doesn't matter how wealthy you are. Like, going in, like, you just be ready to drop some money if you're
$100 in groceries or like $500 on festival food.
Probably. Well, if you had breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or I don't know, most people probably wouldn't do that.
They would just eat 2
You did
meals a
like,
day.
yeah, 2 meals a day. That's like what, $30? I don't know. Some people might just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends on
I've noticed,
the person.
and I've also noticed that the food that you get from the vendors outside of the main area, like for example, Centeroo.
At Bonnaroo.
Yeah, Bonnaroo.
Well,
You
yeah,
have the
Centeroo.
vendors inside the actual Centeroo, the actual venue area, and then the ones on the outside. The ones on the outside give you a lot more food.
Was there those at Electric Forest? I can't remember.
Yes, there was.
It sounds
Yeah,
great.
right outside the front gate.
Yeah. I mean, makes sense. Makes sense. All right. Well, I don't know if you will have too much to say about this one, but probably mostly for my ladies. The getting ready station is very important. Very important. Because, I don't know, what do you think about this, Jack? Is like, I feel like fashion at music festivals is kind of a reason to be there.
I mean, of course, everybody dresses up.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like a
part of the
costume party, if
yeah,
you
part
will.
of the art, part of everything that just goes on. Yeah, I mean, I think it's
Yeah.
fine. I'm not too into all of that.
Well,
you
the
know.
banana costume.
Yeah, the banana costume was something else,
Pretty
but
fire. But yeah, I don't know. I think just if you are into that, you have to think about getting ready in something kind of costumey. Like you have a lot of pieces and parts going on. And when you do that outside, you have stuff just like flying everywhere. Like, you know, you're got your lashes over here, you have rhinestones over here, you have a headband over here, you have pashmina scarf over there, you have, you know, your earplugs. Like there's so many accessories, I think, for many outfits.
yeah.
So in my opinion, I believe that if you're someone that likes to go all out at these things, you should have a table. A nice, decently sized table with a mirror, but be careful. They don't really allow glass at music festivals at all. So if you bring a mirror with glass, you just need to like, I don't know. I don't want to be like scandalous and controversial.
And
but
don't let your woman take up the whole dining area too.
Yeah. Well, this is why I'm recommending a big table, because it will help. But yeah, because your stuff will explode. Coming from experience, because I like to dress up. I will sit here and lie, but it'll be good. Oh yes, and another thing about getting ready / clothes in general is pack your outfits in Ziploc bags. He does it too, and it makes such a big difference. Everything head to toe. Shirt, pants, you know, stockings if you do that, socks if you do that, underwear, everything, all in the bag, earrings, accessories. And then when you're done, bring a laundry hamper or a trash bag and throw your stuff in there. It's a good idea.
Definitely makes things a lot easier.
Yeah, because you don't want clothes everywhere. It's so hard. You're out of your element, and
Right.
it just, yeah. I love this. I said, don't let your stuff fly away. That's my next bullet.
Yep. Yeah. I think immediately when we got to Bonnaroo, it was 2 hours into setting up our camp. We were just kind of chilling out, and then just a slight, ever so slight 15 mile per hour wind gust came by. And, you know, what we were talking about before with a tent, someone's pop-up tent just took off 30, 40 feet and just hit another person's car and scratched it. So stake down your shit once you get there.
Yeah, like so much.
Yep.
Multiple stakes. If you have the option to drop it down when you leave, you probably should do that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just the more secure that tent is to the ground, the better. You can't go wrong.
It's a big wind sail.
Yep, exactly.
And if the wind goes, then it's gonna... Or,
Yep.
It's a parachute. Yeah, whatever. And then it goes far, too. How far would you say? Like, when they fly, they fly.
Oh, they can go. I mean, I've probably seen some go, like, I have no idea.
Too far.
400 or 500 feet.
Oh, man. My next point. I have a hot take. A really hot take. Don't bring your dog.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, controversial opinion here. I'm not too crazy about kids at some music festivals. Some might think, I'm not sure if there's like 18 up rules, but I don't know. There's a lot going on.
No, there's definitely people, I mean...
It might be controversial, I don't know.
It's a very controversial thing, and...
Yeah.
There's so many things about it. I've seen some really messed up things with, like, babies. I've heard of babies being at the sunrise set, where it's 4 a.m. and babies are there with the parents, and I guess
it just depends on the person.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, I'm super against dogs being there, though, unless it's, like, first of all, even if you need a service dog, like, it's so loud, it's so hot, their paws are probably burning on, like, they need, like, shoes.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's probably a way to do it, but people I've seen with the dogs, they're just the dog in the collar, walking around on the blacktop. It's 100 degrees outside, and then they finally get inside, like, Bonnaroo, where there's grass, where the dog should be okay, but then... You have loud music.
Yeah.
And the dog's, like, becoming deaf.
It's just not a place for pets. I just don't... I mean, you know, obviously it's a different story if we're talking about a service animal.
Yeah, but it's like, even then, what do you do? And how... You'd have to do so much to compensate...
Pets. They're...
True.
They're more of a tool than
That's
pets,
true.
So.
But you'd have to do a lot to compensate for the... dog.
I suppose so,
there.
yeah.
You couldn't just bring the dog as you would in a normal environment.
Right.
Or even like a child. If you did bring a child, you can't prep for them like you would a normal run-of-the-mill camping trip.
Right.
But I don't know. That's a hot take.
Yep.
Not a lot of people might disagree, but that's my opinion.
Yep.
That's my opinion on the matter. You won't see me bringing my dog.
Nope. Cleo's staying here.
Okay. I feel like we should talk about crowd etiquette and what it means to not be a turd to other people in the crowd. There's a term that probably a few people know, but it's PLUR. Peace, love, unity, respect. And I think most of what people get at with PLUR is just simply not to be an idiot in the crowd. I think... at music festivals, everyone is, like, surviving together. It's a community aspect.
Sure.
It's usually hot at these things, so people are, like, you know, trying to have a good attitude and not be a turd, be a good person.
Yeah.
But specifically in the crowd, though, I don't know, Jack, what's your opinion? How do you think you should get through the crowd?
So, an interesting thing to note is that you can definitely tell the vibe change throughout the week. Once everybody starts getting there, you know, Tuesday through Tuesday through Friday, everybody just has this awesome vibe. Everybody's happy that they're there and that they made it, and they're just on the festival. It's a great feeling to be back out there. But once it starts to hit Saturday and especially Sunday, people are starting to get tired. They want to go home.
True.
You start feeling dirty.
True.
And I think that's like an important part during that Saturday night, especially on Sunday. You got to check yourself and remind yourself that you're still there and that you got to be courteous to others, even if you're feeling tired and dirty.
Don't be grumpy pants.
Exactly.
Because everyone feels the ick.
Yeah.
Towards the end. But if you're grumpy, and also I think it's just a mindset thing. If you're like telling yourself you feel really bad, then you're not going to have a very good time.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but I think that it is a lot of positive self-talk throughout the whole experience. Because if you don't, like, I'm not going to lie, y'all, it's kind of miserable sometimes with the heat.
I would say,
and being like overstimulated sometimes.
I'd say so, yeah.
But it's like those of us who can positive self-talk and be like, okay, well, maybe my environment is really hot right now, but I literally have my favorite artist on a stage and a great community of people to spend my time with. Yeah. I don't know. Crazy. I also think, I don't know, kind of tracking back to moving through the crowd, people who shove...
It's gonna happen.
People who shove through the crowd. sometimes it is necessary, I would say.
Sure.
If you have like a full out emergency, sure. Go for it, girl. Push your way through that crowd and get out. But if you're just, meandering around like most of us do, you want to get closer, you want to get further away, you want to go more to the middle, you want to go more right, you're trying to friend your friend, trying to get to a totem or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, tap on the shoulder, excuse me. Tap on the shoulder, excuse me. And you just keep doing that.
Yep.
And you tap on the shoulder, excuse me. And people will be so much more receptive than if you just brush by them like that.
Yep.
Yeah. I feel like some people, whenever you get shoved up against, like people at music festivals are really good at dancing in their own space and not trying not to touch you as much as possible. Yep. It's not like the club where you have some dirty person like accidentally grinding on you. Ew, gross. But yeah.
Cool.
I don't know.
Yep, I agree.
Is there anything else you have to say about camping setup specifically?
Nah, I don't have anything on the top of my mind.
What do you feel like is the most valuable thing that you've brought to a music festival in the camping world?
Food.
It's a good one. What's your favorite meal of all time?
Cooking there? Mm-hmm. Oh, probably a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel.
Bacon, egg, and cheese bagel.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing to eat?
Dang. It's so tough. There's been a lot of good. There really has.
Yep.
I'm a big breakfast gal. I really am. Mm-hmm. So probably just some bacon, eggs, hash browns. I remember that one year you brought those boxed hash browns.
Mm-hmm. That was pretty good.
They really were. Very good. Well,
that was the first
one. I think that we can go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for listening. This is our first podcast. So hope you liked it.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. And let us know what you guys would like us to talk about next.
Yep.
But yeah.
Cool.
Thanks for listening in and have a great rest of your day or evening. Bye.
See ya.